put your knees on the floor, put your hands together, and say, bruh, God, give me this. And it's going to come to you. That's not how it works. I don't care how much you pray, you still got to grind for it. No matter what you tell to the big man upstairs, the universe around you, the dude with the 8 arms, like, I don't care what you tell them jokers, bruh. At the end of the day, you still got to grind.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player, I was made to build the game.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy, Morton. Always here with me is the AJ McMullen. And before we get started, please trample over that like and subscribe button. We do this for y'all because we love y'all. We just want to give y'all the motivation to be better than y'all were yesterday. How are we doing, Mac?
Oh, you forgot to say what time it was. It's 10:07 p.m. on a Saturday.
Lovely Saturday night.
I just called. I could have sworn I heard Coco say, like, I asked, I was like, hey, yo, is it too late? I could have sworn I heard her say, yep. I could have sworn I heard that, but
she was saying, hey.
I was like, yeah, I agreed. We all on the same page, I promise you.
I feel that too. I feel that. Yep. But it just goes to show, like we say every time at the beginning, we do this for y'all because we do love y'all. We trying to get y'all in a better headspace to do the things that y'all love, to do the things that aren't the social norm, that aren't the 9 to 5, that's not gonna have you looking miserable on your deathbed. You can be on your deathbeds with a smile on your face, saying that you tried, you did, you conquered.
Yeah, bruh. How you been doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
What you been working on?
Trying to break free, man. Trying to break free. So planning on, me and my buddy, we working on this thing where we're gonna try to do 3 weeks on the job, go ham, and then ask for a week off so we can, figure something out on whatever we got going on. I'm gonna let you know how that goes. It's very interesting because I don't know like the full extent.
Sound like a horrible plan.
It do, but we gonna try it out. We're gonna try to see what that entails.
Cause I swear to God, every time I try to go hard for a job, I end up becoming a job, and I forget about everything else. If I compartmentalizing, man, you just compartmentalize the stuff that's important, and I don't like that. It could be different for other people, but I just find myself in that little rut. That's why I never like doing overtime when I work for Amazon, bro. It was like, yo, you gave me time, I'm gonna save it so I don't have to do that, because I need to be able to. I got my stuff lined up, man. I don't need nobody stepping on that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know how that work out for you, bro. I can't do it, I'll sit back and play sideline on that one and watch from a distance, because my job, bro, they like, bro, you salary and we gonna take full advantage of you. We gonna take full advantage of you. Even today, bro, we had some stuff like we've been slow all week, bro. My man hit us at the end of the day talking about we need to do inventory, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, nah. my coworker looked at me, he held out the sheet like, what the, like he was about to cuss that man out. I was like, bro, Just swipe them joints and keep it moving, bro. We ain't got time for that. Like I got a wife to get home to, bro. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that I feel like that's the most disrespect. At least without
Bro, tell me about it, dog.
hourly, you get, as long as you're on the clock, you get paid. But salary is like,
Bro, even if I'm on the clock and getting paid, bro, I don't give a shit. I won't go home.
I feel that.
My life is based off of 40 hours a week, bro. What we doing? What we doing here at 50 and 60?
Big facts.
Like, bro, come on now.
Slaving away.
If I wanted overtime, I'll come in an extra day, dog. I don't want to stay here later.
Insane.
All right, man. But, you know, like I just been in the realm of discovery, man, for the most part. Like just, you know, unlike what you just told me, I'm in the opposite headspace. I'm like, bro, whatever you need to do to break yourself free, whatever mindset shift you need to have, whatever demons you gotta fight, bro, like knuckle up to them right now. Like figure out where they hiding at. Like dig deep internally, find them jokers, pull them out, bro, to drag them out by their neck right now. Cause it's been a rough road, man, and it's getting rougher. If I'm being honest, like everything, like it ain't nothing looking the way it's supposed to look right now, man. And I'm just looking at it like, yo, we need to figure it out. Cause if we don't figure it out, it's gonna be bad. So like, we got to make it work, dog. But look, I've been kind of talking to AI, and just been letting AI answer questions that I had instead of trying to figure it out on my own, right? And I just came about like, yo, for real, you can figure out your whole life just by talking to AI. Like I know there's people out here just like, yo, I don't want to put my information out there. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like, yo, bump all that, bro. Like if you got a question, ask Google, dog. Like real talk. So I just went on that joint. I logged in. I was like, I'm curious because like in this realm of self discovery, I go through a day and feel like I ain't get nothing done. Even when I like sit down in front of my computer and bust out a whole 8 chapters, I feel like I ain't got nothing done. I'm like, yo, why is that? What is that feeling? Like what is that dread over me? Like, yo, you just bust out 8 chapters. Like like that's like 10,000, 20,000 words. Like what is that feeling? So, I just typed in the Google. I was like, yo, so like if me as a self-published author, like if I'm a Fortune 500 company with the goal of X, what roles and responsibilities, like what different name the different roles and responsibilities that I would have as as if my business was a Fortune 500 company. And that joy shot out 24 different positions, bruh.
Oh, snap.
And I'm sitting up here just doing one. I'm like, yo, what? So I'm looking at, I'm going down the list, and I'm just out, like I'm floored, bro. Because I'm just like, yo, I never even put this into this kind of perspective to even say, like, yo, like I needed to be doing all of this. And, we talking like self-published author, bro. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Like I'm up here. Like if I spend a full day on TikTok and I don't spend nothing on writing, that's a wash all across the board. Like no matter how you put it. So like, it's rough for my position or my profession, I should say, because if you ain't got the help, then you got to figure it out. So like, yo, like I said, I just been in this realm of self discovery, dog, and everything is starting to fall into place right now, even though it ain't looking good. It's falling into place.
Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter how it looks starting out, because it's gonna be rough. Every situation or every big company we see now started off rough. And it was a video I seen recently. about like how all these big companies started out. It was like what Samsung started out making like home appliances or something. IKEA started out making clothes
I don't know what it
and
was, but it had absolutely nothing to do with appliances with Samsung. It was
yeah, I
completely
think
out.
yeah.
It was way in left field.
And I was like, I mean, the video continued on with all these companies, and it was like, yo, your start is not gonna look like the finish. Like,
Never gonna look how you finish. Yeah.
and I'm like, how many people out there, you know, took a whim, started something, and they made it big, and they're looking back now, and they're like, yo, we came so far. We had so many challenges. We had to start and stop. We had to, completely hit the reset button on this jank, and we still made it
Yeah.
here. And then people tripping up over like, oh man, we tried to create something, and somebody out here got the same name as us. Somebody got the same username or something like that. What?
Who cares, bro? Who cares? I always been on that, bro, because I always said that I got a book list of 98 books, and I don't even know if by the time I get to 98, if I'm gonna be the one writing them jokers. So like, I've always been on that. Like it's never I don't even expect to even see those that like from 40 all the way up. Like I'm like at this point, by the time I get to 40, I don't even know if I'm gonna be in this game right now. It's like the company could belong to somebody else, and I could just be sitting back on an island somewhere getting paid for it. Like I don't know. We can all hope for stuff like that, but I want to be able to keep the company and our family's name. So, you know what I'm saying? So like. I don't know if the next guy gonna be able to. I don't know if he's gonna be willing to give Morton's Castle a shot. Like I don't know. I can't say. But I know that if I'm in charge, like I can get it. I can. But yeah, man. I ain't going there. I don't wanna. I want to put no bad energy out there.
I understand, and it's crazy how people don't see this in themselves at the very beginning, and I feel that's what gives you a leg up and stuff like this, because like you got to be your biggest cheerleader at this point. Like
Mm-hmm.
like you said at the beginning, you doing all this, that list of 25 different roles, you got to play all them jokes, and it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't easy, but like
Yeah.
you got to grit your teeth and do it. Like you got to get out here and claim that stuff. Like people don't understand that, it, the 9 to 5 is easy. You can go anywhere in the world and be like, put in an application, put in a resume, whatever, get a job, easy, boom, cool.
All you gotta do is show up.
Show up. That's the hardest part, and that's
Show up and survive.
that's literally the mindset I had for most of the jobs I've been in, and that's what got me through the day. Hardest part, I literally, as soon as I walk in the doors, all right, today is basically over. I made it here. Moving on to the next day.
Ain't
Like,
that terrible? And that's a real thought, y'all. That's a real thought.
yeah.
That's a real thought. Like the hardest part is already I had to muster up the fortitude to drive here. Literally, just that. Like some people, the hardest part literally didn't they couldn't actually get through the hardest part and actually get to work. Like a lot of people, like it happened a lot. Like people couldn't, and some folks are the uneducated folks. They'll call it that. They'll say these people are undisciplined. I'm like, bruh, they're not undisciplined. They don't want to be here. And then they look at you and be like, well, I got bills to pay. They do too. They don't want to be here. They're not fulfilled by this. Well, I'm not fulfilled by it either. Good for you. What do you want? A cookie?
Facts.
Fuck out of here, man.
But yeah, this once you're doing something for yourself, once you're actually have that mentality of, yo, this is the ticket right here. This is the $1 million ticket. I put my head down, I continue to do this each and every day, it's gonna produce something. It don't look like it's producing something right now, but it's gonna produce something. I have faith in it. I don't need no other validation. No one else validating what I have in this moment right now. And that's all the mindset people need to get that thing done. But like you said, they can't get past that they still stuck on that 9 to 5 mentality where they have to have it as soon as the work is done, or they have to. I
Or
don't even
they
know.
just used to waiting on the money to come to them.
Mm.
They accustomed to just just showing up and just doing something, and eventually it'll just show up in your bank account. But like, I think people don't understand that as an entrepreneur, and like, for real, I say people don't understand it because even as advanced as I am in my thought process and my mindset, bro, I still sometimes, like, I still had to remember, like, bro, you got to go out and get it. Like, you got to go out and kill something if you're trying to eat something. Know what I'm saying? Like, if you want your family to eat tonight, then you better go grab something out the forest, bro. Like, for real. Like, I even find myself sometimes forgetting that. And I put it in just like the hands of just playing the waiting game, and I always figure out a way to psych myself out of actually doing the activity, and saying stuff like, bro, you got to finish this book first. You got to finish this book first. But when in all reality, bro, it's people out here making money, and they book ain't don't come out for another year.
Mm.
Like, just to put that into perspective, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I got friends on TikTok right now who got Kickstarters out.
Ooh.
Like, so what is this conversation really about? Like, so I'm learning right now, and I think at this point, like, for me, it was just literally a lack of information. And
Mm-hmm.
the information has been put in front of me numerous of times, but you know how many times you gotta, bro. I'm slow. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't the smartest dude, the smartest tool in the shed, or the listen to me right now, bro. I'm making up stuff. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, dog. I promise you, I'm not. But so it takes me a few times to hear something and see something in order to understand it, and that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, so yeah.
That's real. That because um something like that, or that formula, that scenario, uh I've seen that even in my field. Like, you don't have to have this fleshed out $1 million project, game, book, music video, or nothing like that. Like, you can be out here making money off of just your ideas alone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just the idea, like, in like Max said, like, it's hard to wrap your mind around it because you haven't seen that and you don't know what that looks like. You know, I I hear it all the time in what I'm trying to do, and I'm like, all right, but like nothing at all, just the idea, just just some scribbles on a paper, like that's worth something. But like, how much though? Like, you go through all these things to psych yourself out, but like, literally
Mm-hmm.
just sitting down with somebody, friends, family, whatever, and be like, oh, what if we had this in place to make everybody's life simpler? Oh man, I wish we had something like that. And then, some people, a lot of people, they stop right there. Entrepreneurs, they go the extra mile. They figure out, all right, what's similar to this? Nothing similar to that. All right, let's make this. Let's push this
Let's make
forward.
something.
Facts. And then you see that on commercials. You see this pushed nationwide, and somebody out here making millions just off an idea. They had an idea. They don't even know how to make it.
Bro, for real, like, that's what Shark Tank is.
Facts.
Somebody saw a gap in the market and was like, all right, so we're gonna fill the gap. And half of the people, like, for the most part, folks that was going to Shark Tank, bro, they had prototypes. They ain't had a real thing. They had, like, there was some dude one time, bruh. Mark Cuban blew this dude up, bruh. This man came up in there with an idea on a napkin, bruh. He was like, bruh, I'm not lying to you. I ain't he said the same thing. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I just know I got something here. And he was like, how you know you got something here? Because he was like, I worked in my community and I got proof of concept. And that man pulled a napkin out of his pocket and was like, this is the original business plan right here. He said, I wrote it on a napkin while I was in a restaurant one day and went from there.
See how magical that is.
Mark Cuban blew that man up, bruh.
Somebody had an idea in their brain. They said, bump the paper. I need to put it down on something right now. Found the
Right now, bruh. I can't wait. I can't wait. If I wait, I'm gonna lose it.
Go. Facts.
If I wait, I'm gonna lose it, bro. I promise you, I got a few books that I lost because I decided that I was gonna wait to write it down.
And people don't see the importance in that, bro. Like it baffles me because I'm like, and maybe because the environment, the lack of motivation or lack of just like encouragement that we are all special. We're all made a certain way. We all have our own thought processes and all this, that, and the third. You are unique. And we don't understand that the things that we come up with, we think of is like a part of this, great push forward. We just like, oh, that's just my brain doing brain things. I guess it's just, but you could literally have a $1 million idea that every company needs, that, and it might not be, something that grand. It don't even need to be that grand. On a previous episode, Mac told me that there's a company that comes through and just shreds paper.
Yep. And they ain't got a business model. They don't have a elaborate name, bro. They just literally call shredded. That's it. And they get paid millions of dollars a year. I think we actually looked up the their revenue for the year was like almost $1 billion, bro.
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion, and all they do is shred. That's it. They don't do nothing else, bro. They shred.
That's great. And we got people out here thinking that their idea ain't gonna get them nowhere. That their unique way of thinking ain't gonna get them nowhere. Their way of looking at something and making it simpler ain't gonna get them. But yet we're constantly seeing these things just right before our eyes. Uber Eats, DoorDash, all this stuff that just makes life a little bit more convenient for a person.
Bro, I'm telling you, I wish my brain was that focused on helping people that I could come up with some stuff as simple as that. Like, bro, like we already had taxis. Like, listen to this, bro. Listen to what he's saying, bro. We already had taxis, and somebody still came up with Uber. They was like, all right, this process is here. Literally, like if somebody tell you, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. People saying that all the time. But literally, it was nothing wrong with taxis. There was you can complain about certain things, certain assets of taxis all you want. Like, every time I weigh somebody down, I whistle in New York, like the joint go to somebody else. Like, girl over there with the rack and the assets, and I'm saying she get picked up before I get picked up. Like, you can talk about all that if you want, but there was literally nothing wrong with this process. Nothing wrong. with taxis. You can get a taxi if you go to the right spot. All you got to do is, or and you know they got phone numbers, they got phone savvy, so you can call for the joint to come get you. So like there was literally nothing wrong with it. There were the revolution age or the age of Android and Apple came up, and then the taxi started getting privy to getting apps and stuff. So then you can point the joint, you can set up a ride on your app and put in your phone number and they'll call you and come pick you up. There was nothing wrong with the process. Somebody still came out and made Uber. But get how deep it is. While you still sitting up there looking at everything in the world as if like, yo, somebody already did that, so I can't put my idea out there. Literally. As somebody was making Uber. Because there, like I said, there was nothing wrong with taxis. Answer me this: what was wrong with Uber when that Lyft came out?
Thanks. Yep.
So once we can figure that part out, like I guess we got something. If you can figure out what was wrong with Lyft or what was wrong with Uber, because like I said, nothing was wrong with taxis. Everybody was cool with it, but somebody was like, yo, I can make this better. And then another dude was looking at it like, oh, they doing that? Let me do it too.
It's crazy.
Uber wasn't even proven before Lyft blew up. Now they both out here. People out here with both signs on their cars.
Facts. Double. Yep. That is. And people out here thinking that they're small, that their world, that their way of thinking is small. And we don't understand that, even though it could be small. Just thinking alone and like putting yourself out there can take you a long way. It can expand you even. Having those ideas and talking them over with somebody of a like mind will help you grow that thing. We see, yeah, sometimes. And it's like, I don't know what it is that other people have that they just like. Sometimes they even like just shit on themselves, and it's wild. It's a wild concept because I'm like, you got people like me and Mac over here, constantly just putting out positive stuff about ourselves. We might have our moments where we're just like, yo, I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this guy AJ, I don't know if he doing right, bro.
But it pushes us to go forward. You got some people out here that just they ain't even doing nothing. They just still shitting on themselves, and I'm like, dog, what is that? Like, what is? He's like, yeah, nothing good happens to me. When you gonna make something good? What?
That's why I'm so glad I'm out of Amazon, bro. And I ain't got to talk to people like that no more. And I pray
exactly
for the life of me. I pray for the life of me that I don't ever have to work with people like that again, bro. They irritate me, dog. I don't know what to say to them. Like, I'm sitting here giving you a blueprint. Like we talking about the blueprint, and like there's been some situations where people, well, we would sit down and talk about everything that they need to do in order to put themselves in the atmosphere of moving forward. And then they turn around and tell me that they can't do something because they ain't never did something like that before, or their circumstances, or like the girl with the camera said, oh yeah, I'm just saying, she said she was passionate about taking pictures, and then she turned around and said, well, I can't afford a $300 camera, and I'm just like, have you lost your mind?
I've seen magic be worked with the cheapest, like the cheapest of devices, the cheapest camera.
Well, not only that, Ma, but we decided that we were going to talk about my customers at work, and we probably get into that a little later if this conversation don't go too deep. But like, one thing that my sales manager said, like, you can't control the person's credit, but you can control their desire. So like, even if somebody came in with bad credit, bro, we had one dude, he kept leaving his joint, bro. We was like, hey, yo, you ain't got the juice like that. You're not getting this. Like the first time my man came in, put an application in, my manager said, hey, this guy is not at danger of buying a bike today. He is not in danger of that. Like that we do not have to worry about him buying this bike today because he ain't got it. Like, and we said he need a cosigner. He came in one cosigner, well, that cosigner was done. Came in with a second cosigner, that second cosigner was done. Like third cosigner, brought nobody could help this dude. Like everybody had bad credit. His whole circle was bad. He finally came in after 7 times, bro. He came in at the 7th time with a seventh cosigner. First of all, I don't know where you get so many loyal people to the point where you got 7 individuals willing to cosign for you. Like, not you 7 people that you brought in at the same time. Like, okay, you just going, all right, you next. Like, no, it was 7 different people and 7 different appointments, bro. Like, he set these appointments. Like, this is over time. But the 7th person came in and he finally got it done, dog. And I'm just like, bro, he did anything and everything to make sure that he got that bike.
That's and
But old girl, $300 though.
that's what I'm saying. Like you got out
But
here.
remember, I told her that I had a camera for sale for 150. Still got the camera, bro. You never asked about it, but you passionate about taking pictures. I'm sorry, man. It's just like one of those situations. Like the more you look at it, the worse it gets.
It is because it's like, bro, when are people gonna understand that it's like in this aspect, it's like it's literally point blank simple. 2 types of people out here: people that's gonna get it, and people that's just gonna make up excuses to not get it. Like, and I'm like you said that sparked this episode. How you be that motivated and not want it that bad? Like you say you want it so bad, but you're not out here like the person Mac just explained. He might not have been in like I said, he ain't had good credit. He ain't had the greatest circumstances, but with the cards he had a losing hand, but he still made it work.
Bruh, like folks out here, they got motivated behavior, but not motivated actions. Like you want this, you desire to have it, but it's not. You don't need it, and like you literally showing that you don't need it. You just want it. Yeah, it sounds cool to be in the environment of doing the thing that you say you want to do. It sounds real cool, but the moment that you start getting around that environment, things start to look a little different to you. Then you realize that you got to do some actual work, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, yeah, I ain't really want it like that. And now we making excuses like, okay, well, it wasn't meant to be, or I'll get it next time.
Yeah. I don't understand why people don't figure out what they need to do to get out of a situation that they don't want to be in. And because it irks me, bruh, because it's like all you doing is settling.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yep.
you got people out here that want more for their family, they relationships, their kids, and this, that, and third, and they ain't making no excuses. They out here getting it no matter what. And then you got people on the second hand that they say they want it, but they doing all the wrong things. They screwing up their
Or they just doing
legacy.
half the thing.
Half of it.
They're just doing half of it. It's like, okay, well, this is how much effort, this is the percentage of the effort that you need to put in to make this work for your family. Because this is what you say you want to do. But then you might really want that, but you just put in half effort. Like I told you, bro, there's people out here waiting to get paid. They're doing exactly, I was doing it, bro. I was doing exactly what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I was waiting to get paid. I didn't go out hunting. I didn't pick up my spear and go out to the jungle, bro. I was waiting to get paid, bro. I was waiting to finish the book. So until one day I was just like, you know what, bro? I ain't waiting no more. Let me get on TikTok, start working on this right now. Let me get back on this website, start building this joint up, bro. Let me go ahead and start doing that. So, but like for real, like I was waiting for the money to come. Just like I was at work, bro. I was waiting. I clocked in and I survived until it was time to clock out.
And that's the life people are happy with. That's the life the majority of people are still in, want to be in, fight to stay in. And they happy with that. Well, yeah. Because you might complain all you want about it, but
all you want.
You still in it.
And they ain't doing nothing about it.
Day in, day out.
So
60 plus hours.
So in reference to what Marcus was saying about what sparked this episode, I've been having some issues with some of my customers at work. You guys know that I'm a power sports salesman. And you know, for that reason, me being a power sports salesman, I have access to a CRM. For those of you who don't know what a CRM is, it's CRM stands for Customer Retention Management or Customer Relation Management, depending on which company or which or how you. It's interchangeable. So with that being said, I had to keep up with a lot of different people on a day-to-day basis, make phone calls, whether it's cold call, warm market calls, you know, following up with people, things of that nature, just like constantly on the phone whenever I don't have somebody in front of me, and in efforts to try to schedule somebody to come in and complete the deal or whatever. But, you know, every time I reach out to somebody, I can see exactly how many times and how long they've been trying to get something. I can see if somebody bought something last year, or I can see if somebody inquired about getting something last year, how we got the lead, whether it was through a trade-in appraisal, or they put in a credit application, or they just walked in the door. Like I can see all of that information. And there's been some times where I come across a few customers, and you know, I look back at their history, and there's just all these lost leads because this person has came in multiple occasions trying to buy something, and they just can't get it. Whether it was, you know, they didn't agree to the price, or they couldn't get credit or financing, or whatever the case is, but I can see every single one of them. Well, you know, I was talking to this one guy, and he been wanting the slingshot for since the slingshots came out. This is what he told me. And I don't know what year the slingshots came out. I think it was, I want to say 2017, or it might have been earlier than that. I can't remember exactly when the Polaris slingshot started coming out. But he said that he's been researching them since 2017. And he knew everything about them. This man was going in on the presentation, and he was presenting himself. I ain't had to say a word. So, like, you know, when stuff like that happen, I'm just like, bro, this man, he sold himself. I'm gonna just stand back and listen to him, but I might mess around and learn something from him about these jokers. So he talking about them. We going in, and I sat down with him, bro. And I took his number, put it into the system, and he had already been in there. And I'm just like, yo, I know exactly how this is gonna go. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm a play it just to see exactly where it goes. But you know, I kind of got it in the back of my mind, like, yeah, this ain't gonna fly. Like, I don't know if this one's gonna be the one, because he been in here 6 times before, and not like 6 times within the last few months. Like, I'm talking like once a year, this man is in there, and all other vehicles under all other joints that he accumulated was for a slingshot, and every single time it was for a used slingshot. Like, he go in, like, I can look back at it for 2020 or 2018 or 2019. He was looking at a 2018, 2017 slingshot. 2022, he looking at a 2020 slingshot. So he looking at a used joint every time he go in there. So I go get at this time he's looking for a used one again. I'm just like, all right, bro, what are we doing here? So I go get the price for him, and he trying to nickel and dime the price down to the bottom dollar. I'm talking by the time we would have gave this joint to him, bro, he would have been stealing it from us, like literally, like we would have been losing money off of this joint. Um, and it didn't work out. And you know, finally I asked, I'm like, bro, after this many years, how is it that you don't have this already? I was just like, I just out of curiosity, bro, like, what are you doing? And it's like this one no young cat. Like, this man was old, bro. And like, he just kept on saying, bro, when I retire, maybe it ain't meant to be. When I get this money, when I, you know, just all this stuff, bro. Maybe I should save up a little bit. All this stuff, bro. And like, and after everything was said and done, bro, you know what the problem was, Mark? I told you this story, but I don't think I went this deep into it to tell you exactly where it went out, where it landed at.
What was the reason?
This man wanted a $300 car payment, or under $300 car payment, and he had to pay $350 a month for a slingshot.
He was hung up over that?
Now, you've been looking at this thing for 6 years, and you let $70 take you off of something that you supposedly desired for 6 years? Bro, this man said he spent hours researching slingshots, watching videos on slingshots, learning about the features of slingshots. Like, he was everything but a Polaris rep up in that joint. Like, he knew so much about slingshots that he could have got an employee discount and we wouldn't even argue with him.
Come on.
Like, he had made himself an expert on these vehicles. And then at the end of it, he was just like, well, I guess it won't meant to be.
Right. That's insane. That is.
Bro, so I'm like sitting
also,
here like, yo, like, what is the goal here?
That's almost sickening. Like, you put in all that effort, all that research, all that time, you know. I'm pretty sure my man had people calling him crazy. Man, why are you looking into all that stuff? You know, you gotta get a special. You gotta get a special license for a slingshot. No.
No.
Oh, okay. That was one of those drinks where it was like
just a driver's license,
bike or something. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just regular driver's license.
Okay.
Got a steering wheel.
Even then, I'm pretty sure he still had people, thinking it's crazy. But you said bump all that. You know, I want this situation. You do all this research, all this planning to get this situation. You get to the point where it's time to shut up or put up. And you get a price tag in front of you, something that's just like a little bit over your means, and you still don't take the shot. You got all this weight, and you like let a price tag of all things stop
Now, the reason why I brought this up, right? It's not to judge my man based off of the fact that he couldn't afford this. Like it has absolutely nothing to do with
you?
his want for his need for this to have this vehicle. Like I ain't on that. I'm just on the fact that like, bruh, after 6 years of wanting something, how is it that you haven't built your life around being able to afford it? Like what is the thought process here? Like, are you just like hoping that somebody would give you one? Like, or you just hoping for some magical opportunity to happen? Or are you just like trying to be lucky, or just wait until luck strikes you? You hoping to pray one day and then God just throw one in your way? Like, what are we even discussing here, bruh? And so many people go through life expecting things to just fall in their lap like that. And this, it ties into what we were talking about because, bruh, like you got to be able, if you're going to desire something, you got to work for it. If you're going to desire something, bruh, nobody is going to give it to you. You ain't going to get off. Bro, you're not gonna hop out your bed, put your knees on the floor, put your hands together, and say, "Bro, God, give me this," and it's going to come to you. That's not how it works. I don't care how much you pray, you still got to grind for it. No matter what you tell to the big man upstairs, the universe around you, the dude with the 8 arms, like I don't care what you tell them jokers, bro. At the end of the day, you still got to grind. All right. So as I was saying, we got a dude here, and I don't know if he local to Virginia or not, but like I just know I used to see that man around the mall, and he used to target black people and sell them this shirt that said grind and pray.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a simple shirt, it just said grind and pray. And if you ask him what that means, he would always tell you that I pray all the time, but I know for a fact that if I pray and I don't grind, that I'll never get what I want out of life. So the shirt is an affirmation to get people to understand that no matter how much you pray, you got to put in the hard work. And he said it started off as a fitness thing because he used to hear people because he's a personal trainer or something. He said people used to say that they prayed to lose weight.
Come on.
How you pray to lose weight, bruh? How you pray to lose weight? He said people
Something
would
think
pray
wrong
to
with
lose
that.
weight, but they don't put in any work to actually get the weight off. And he said he made the shirt, and them joints started selling like hotcakes. He was like slinging them joints.
So you gotta think about that because um like kind of going back to Shark Tank, uh it was a kid, he put all his life savings into this clothing line, his brand, made his own brand. He went up to
I
Shark
know
Tank,
exactly who you talking about. Yep.
right? And it makes me think because I'm like with
Because
a
Damon John bought that joint because he said it reminded him of Fubu.
facts. I'm like, how does one do that? Like, they literally a clothing brand, a brand. In my opinion, in my thought process, I believe that's the almost like the hardest thing to sell because like you
Hell
got to
yeah,
have
bruh.
it has to come with a story. It has to have some type of meaning behind it. Like you can't just slap a word on a shirt and then sell it. You know,
In
you,
addition to that, you gotta have the Afro fashion too.
facts. And I'm talking about. people out here, they like, yo, this brand I got, this logo I got, this whatever, top dollar, top notch, supreme work, right? And they get out there and they, like Max said, they sell it like hotcakes because they believe that it's worth something. You know, they close that gap. They saying that, you know, people out here being delusional because that's wild. You think you just about to, like Max said, wake up, drop to your knees, put your hands together, and pray that weight is gonna fall off?
That's wild, bro. Now they do it from the bed because, like, at that point, I ain't going there. I ain't going there. That's too much. It's too much. Too much.
But that is, it's crazy, man.
I think that's why I had to leave the clothing line thing alone, bro. I'm like, yo, because you wear all black. What you think you about to do on a clothing line for the Ascension brand? What do you think you about to do? You got no eye for fashion, bro. Sit, chill the ass down.
But anyway, like the person that does have that eye that gets out there and gets it, you know, what's stopping anybody for that eye that has that eye that can look at, you know, trends just by going to Walmart and be like, I think the summer clothing line is gonna look like this, and it looks like that. What's stopping you from throwing your hat in the ring? What is stopping you from closing the gaps and actually putting your name, your skill out there to make some money? Or at least to make you feel fulfilled, at least.
And bro, like I y'all think I don't have people tell me that I need to quit what I'm doing? Bruh, folks think I'm just out here writing books until I had people at conventions that standing at my table telling me how I would never be Marvel. Y'all get that? Like I'm out here selling books. I'm in the market. I'm in the arena selling my product. And I've had people tell me that I would never be Marvel. Now, first of all, I'm gonna say it just like this. I am not delusional. I know exactly what I'm up against. I'm up against Marvel, DC, Capcom, shit, with Black Sands. I'm up against all of them. At this point, I'm up against Two-Land. I'm up against everybody. Like I know exactly what I'm up against. I know exactly what I'm trying to create. Marvel is sitting on top right now. I know exactly how big that gap is. I know exactly how big that gap is. Marvel got some millions of followers on social media right now. They released 2 movies this year already. TV shows coming out, bro. I know exactly what I'm up against. I am not delusional about what's in front of me right now. So, like, for real, it ain't about it. Y'all think y'all looking at the situation and you think you basing your energy off the situation. No, bro. Like, it's not about the situation. It's about what you can do with the hands that you dealt. Right now, I'm the only person building it. So how do I, and what I am right now, who I am and what I'm able to do, how do I get to the next level so that the next level can take me to the next level, and the next level can take me to the next level, and the next level can take me to the next level? Because in reality, there's a bunch of people right now who looking at the end result, and you mad because you can't produce the end result at that moment when you start. You mad because the end result don't come within 2 weeks so you can get paid. You mad because when you tell somebody your goal, they look at you like you retarded. They say, "Hey, somebody already doing that," and you out the game like they were. You talk to your mom, and mom, you because you respect mom. You looked at mom like she was the end all be all, like she was the expert in your field. So you gave up. You was just like, okay, well, maybe next time. Bruh, nah, you have to be able to create a plan to get you to the next thing, man. Like your desire is going to do that. Your desire is going to get you to plan out the things that you want. Your desire is going to mentally look at the goal that you want, but your determination is going to get you there. You want to get it any deeper, your why is going to keep you determined to go to make it to that. Bro, we can go,
Facts.
we can run through the 10 gears on this one, bro. It's not a game.
Yeah. And it's like people don't understand that, betting on themselves will really take you a long way. But we'd rather bet on the 9 to 5, bet on clocking in, betting on that paycheck that
Football
comes
games.
in. Don't get me started on gambling.
But DraftKings right now is on fire.
People
I'm just telling it like it is, bro.
will bet damn near their life savings on everything else but themselves. And I'm like, dog, you make the life for yourself. Like literally the only thing holding you back at this point is you.
Bro, I'm just saying, like ET said that folks out here know all the stats of all of the teams that they follow, bro. Like there's people out here who can tell you like they can tell you which player joined and what year, what season each player is in on every team, how many they can tell you their stats, bruh. Like they can pick somebody, bruh. Like they can tell you exactly who they are, what team they came from, what high school they started playing at, bruh. Like it's ridiculous. But folks cannot tell you how to take their lives to the next level.
Hmm.
And it ain't just about it ain't just about sports either, because you got some people, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know every Pokemon created, every single one of them. I collect them. I mean, I'm just being honest. But there's people out here who know just about as much as I know about Pokemon, and they refuse to do anything else but play video games. It would make absolutely no sense for Marcus to say he want to make a video game, but don't do nothing but play them.
No sense at all. No sense. But the desire got to be there. The why has to be there. And the actual work needs to be done to get these things
Work
off
needs
the
to
ground.
be done. If you ain't got money to pay somebody to work for you,
big fact, big fact.
and maybe you do. I don't know.
All right, what we got?
Oh, that's the end. I don't know how long we.
Yeah, because when the thing started going crazy, we was already at like I think 40 minutes.
All right. So excuse me. I don't know, man. I got some contemplating to do, because after seeing this list that Gemini spat at me, I don't know, man. I think I need to reevaluate how I'm doing things. So I am still in the process of completing Legacy of the Arcane and Flame. Still on that last pass. I'm at I think I've just broke page 400 today, because I've been kind of trying to, like, I've been chipping away at it, bro. Each morning while I'm at work, after work, in bed, when I'm about to go to sleep, when I'm about to wake up, or after I wake up, like I just been chipping away at it, just trying to like ferociously trying to get that thing done, man. Because we at this point 7 months off the goal already, bro. Like that's a huge gap. And we talking about the Fortune 500 company. If this was a Fortune 500 company, we'd be bankrupt by now because you got a deadline and your income is hinged on completing this project, completing this goal. You missed the deadline by 8 months, bro. That's like 5 months ago. We were already bankrupt. So, like, for real, it's time to kick it into gear and understand exactly what I need to do in order to make some money. Because obviously, the way that I've been doing things, it's not working. Like, we can't wait no more for the circumstances to be right. We can't wait no more to influence some people because maybe someday somebody might join the team and help us out and help blow us up. Like, we can't wait for that no more. Like, it is time to jump in and do it ourselves. Like, for real, we need to. I'm about to start another episode, bro. But just know that right now I am fine tuning everything, not just the book, but the process around the book, the company around the book, and the brand around the book as well. So, Legacy of the Arcana Flame coming real soon. Eighth Universe coming sooner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast where the elephant is always welcome. It's me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is D.A.J. McMullen. And before we go, please trample over that like and subscribe button. We do this for y'all because we love y'all. And we just want to give y'all the motivation to be better than y'all were yesterday. And always remember that those who shy away from addressing the elephant in the room are doomed to be crushed by the weight of it. We love y'all.
Peace. Love y'all. See y'all next week.